Welcome to the Accounting and Business lectures. Accounting and Business will be, for many of you, the first ACCA exam that you attempt. And you will find that it's a very large syllabus, but relatively shallow. The syllabus is in 6 main areas. So it starts off with the business organization, different forms of business organization, partnerships, limited companies. There's a lot of terminology in this exam of stakeholders, anyone who is in a way affected by the business, which could be an employee, a shareholder, a director, or somebody living nearby the business who is affected by noise and pollution. And also looks at how we could analyze the external environment in which the business is sitting, the economic environment, the social environment, the technological environment, the competitive environment. It looks at different organizational structures. For example, are we going to have a business with lots and lots of layers within it, lots and lots of titles, if you like, as you go up and down the business? And that's the older-fashioned type of structure, so-called tall-narrow. Or are we going to move towards what's known as a wide flat organization, where maybe there's only 3 or 4 layers between the top and the bottom? There are different functions carried out by different parts of the business, and very importantly, we have to look to see how businesses can be governed, which is really how they're managed and controlled. Because one of the problems is that the people who own a business, the shareholders, are often not the people who run it on a day-to-day basis, the directors. So how can we be confident that the directors are doing the best they can for their shareholders, and that the directors are not, if you like, enriching themselves or awarding themselves large pay rises or first class travel, whatever is going on? And corporate governance, as it's called, has become a big issue. There's accounting and reporting matters to be looking at, systems. Controls. How do we know that all transactions are properly getting into the books of account? How do we know that when we send an invoice to a customer that the right price has been used? How do we know that whenever someone has been paid a salary, that the correct salary is being used? How do we know when we should be ordering material? How do we know that this customer is not paying us? Let's not send any more goods to them. So there are controls and internal controls here, which should help to make sure that business is run in a kind of orderly fashion, and that people can believe the information in the various reports that they may be obtaining. Very importantly, there's leading and managing individuals and teams. Businesses work through people, and if people become dissatisfied, they will leave. That's not going to happen on non-current asset, but somebody could leave your business tonight and tomorrow they could start working for a competitor, and therefore leading people, managing people, retaining them, training them, motivating them is vital to a successful business. We have got personal effectiveness and communication. So personal effectiveness and communication, for example, how do we learn? What sort of courses might we go on? What is meant, or what would we expect to see in a staff appraisal? What are the potential problems that might arise whenever we're trying to communicate to colleagues or to customers, to our boss, to our subordinates? And if we don't communicate well, it's going to be very difficult to control and coordinate the business and actually get stuff done. And then the final part of the syllabus is professional ethics in accounting and business. Accountants are well paid, and part of the reason they are well paid is that by and large people have faith, have a belief that what accountants say can be believed. And this is where professional ethics comes in. Professional ethics is a kind of a unique selling proposition that we're putting forward to the public. If I'm a qualified accountant, if I can put ACCA after my name, then it means that when I do something, I will do it well, I will do it competently, I will concentrate objectively on getting to the facts, and I will report honestly. And if you don't do that, what's your market value? Why would people come and pay you a premium if they cannot put trust in what you say? So it's a very wide syllabus, but there were lots and lots of terminology and quite a few names to learn and so on, but maybe not too deep. Finally, just to see what's in the exam, or what the nature of the exam is. The accountant and business exam is a 2-hour computer-based examination. The pass mark is 50%, and there are 2 sections. Section A contains 30 2-mark objective test questions, typically A, B, C, D, which is the right one. Section B has 6 4-mark multitask questions. These questions are slightly more complicated. Each of the 6 questions is likely to kind of concentrate a little kind of mini scenario, so to speak, and ask you various things about it. And these will be more than just multiple choice questions. It could be putting stuff into order, it could be matching, and so on. What you need to do at some point before trying the exam is go to the ACCA site, where they have got some specimen or sample exams where you can see the format of the exam, try some of the questions, and so on. On our site, we provide some multiple choice questions. These are divided over the various chapters in the syllabus, or various chapters in the notes. But these are relatively straightforward A, B, C, D type questions. What you must also do is buy really a set of questions, a question booklet or revision kit, depending which publisher you go to, which provide you maybe with several hundred practice multiple choice type questions. What we provide on our site will not give you enough practice on questions, is not able to cover enough question varieties from the syllabus. You'll find that our notes and lectures do not necessarily follow the order of the syllabus or the study guide. Basically, we present the information in a way we think which is successful and progressive, and syllabuses and study guides do not necessarily do that. Anyway, I hope you find the lecture notes and the lectures useful, and I wish you all success in your exam.